Welcome back to my channel SS2 Digital Learning. I am Sheikh Sobbusaji. In the previous class, I have discussed about the basic knowledge of verb. Today in this class, I am going to discuss what is happening verb. So at first, we know what is happening verb. Happening means such as something that is going to happen or that happened. So at first, follow the definition what is called happening verb. Happening verb is called so where there is an action in the verb. So in the previous class we know what is called action verb or that is called doing verb. So what is called action verb? Action verb means where there is an action in the verb means doing something. Doing word is called doing verb or action verb like eat, drink, read, write, etc. That is called action verb. So what is called a happening verb? At first or first criteria or characteristic of a happening verb is where there is an action, or that means the verb that we called action verb is called happening verb where there is an action. Next criteria, but there is no doer. We know that in the previous class that action verb is called where there is doing something or the verb that is doing something, and who does, now someone does the work, and who does the work is called doer of the sentence, means the work is done by someone, and who does the work, someone who does the work is called doer. But in the verb that we call happening verb where there is an action but there is no doer, so what is it? Where there is no doer means it does not, the work does not do by someone, but it is not done by someone. As there is no doer, as a result it has no object, and we know the part that we called verbal object, we get it by asking the question what or whom to the verb. But what is an object? The doer is done something and it transferred as an object, and that word is that word we called object. But in a happening verb there is no object. Why there is no object in the happening verb? Because in the happening verb there is no doer. As there is no doer, as a result there is no object, because we get an object of the verb by doing something by someone. But as there is no one do this, as there is no one do this, so there is no object in that verb. Okay, so let's we decide or discuss by some example. I think after example or after get examples, I think you will be clear what is happening verb. So let's follow the first example. First example is winter starts in the month of October. Winter starts in the month of October. In the sentence, what is verb? Starts. Starts. Starts means ki? Start means something going to start. is there an accent, but follow there is the before starts there is an word winter. Winter starts in the month of October, and here in is prepositional preposition, the month preposition object of preposition October prepositional object. Winter starts in the month of October. So in this sentence looks, who does the work? Winter does the work, but it is not correct because winter does not do any work, because winter is non living things. Winter never does, or winter never starts in the month of October himself or itself. Winter never comes, or winter never starts itself, because winter is a non-living thing and it has no power to come or to start his journey itself. So that's why winter is not a doer in the sentence. Okay, winter is not a doer in the sentence because winter does not do its duty itself. So why? Now looks the second example. Roman starts and also looks, as there is no doer. Winter is not a doer here. As there is no doer, there is no object in the sentence. There is any object? No, there is object here, but it is not verbal object. It is prepositional object. In, the month, in, of, these are preposition, and the month and October are prepositional object, but these are not verbal object. So as a result, there is no object in the sentence, because starts is the accent, but there is no doer. Winter is not a doer in the sentence. As a result, starts is the happening verb. As it is an happening verb, there is no object. Look at the second example. Roman started his bike. So in the sentence, verb is started, action verb. Looks the difference between the first sentence and the second sentence. In the first sentence, winter starts. Who starts? Winter starts. But in the second sentence, Roman started. Who started? Roman started. So, looks started is done by someone. Who does the work? Roman. Who started? Roman. Roman is doer here. But in the first sentence, there is no doer. Winter. It started the word winter. Winter never be a doer. So Roman is doer here. Roman started what? Roman started his bike. So here there we get an object. Here we get an object. What is the object? His bike. Roman started. Who started? Roman. Roman is doer. Roman started what? His bike. So his bike is the object. Okay. So the difference between the first sentence and second sentence is, in the first sentence there is no doer. As there is no doer, so there is no object here. But in the second sentence there is doer. As there is doer, there is an object. Okay. So in the first sentence, the verb of the first sentence starts is called an happening verb. Okay. Next sentence, next example. The chair broke after 2 months. The chair broke after 2 months. So here verb is broke. Break, broke, V2 form. The chair broke after 2 months. So look at the word the chair. The chair broke. Is it correct? The chair broke. The word broke is an action verb, but there is any doer in the sentence. The chair broke. So the chair is doer here? No, the chair is not doer here. Why? The chair does not broke itself. It needs to break someone. So that's why the chair is not doer. As there is no doer, there is no object. Because after 2 months, after his preposition, 2 months, it's object, prepositional object. Okay? So broke, the word, the verb broke is, though it's an action, but it has no doer. As there is no doer, it is called happening verb. It will be more clear if we follow the second sentence. Ramen broke the chair. Here the verb is broke and it is an action verb because it has an action. And looks, there is any doer. Ramen broke. Who broke? Ramen broke. So there is an there is doer in the sentence. Who broke? Ramen broke. Ramen broke what? The chair. The chair is object. Okay? So broke is an action verb, doing verb. But in the first sentence, the chair broke after 2 months. Here there is no doer because the chair never be a doer in the sentence. Never be a doer. Why? The chair does not broke itself. It needs to broke someone. Someone broke the chair. But the chair never broke itself. Okay? As the chair never broke itself, so it never be a doer. So the chair is not a doer in the sentence. As there is no doer, that's why the verb broke is called happening verb.